Welcome to Great Chefs of the Caribbean, featuring the New World cuisine from some of the island's finest chefs. This time from St. Kitts, Janice Barber. From Puerto Rico, Jeremy Cruz. And from St. John, Andrew Comey.
St. John, a U.S. Virgin Island, is home for the Caneel Bay Resort. The executive pastry chef is Andrew Comey. A CIA graduate, he has worked in New Jersey and Atlanta, including a stint at the fancy Capital City Club. The keystone of his tart is banana, a favorite product in Caribbean cooking.
What we're going to do first is we're going to start on the sweet dough, which will be the crust for the chocolate banana tart. We start off with some powdered sugar and some butter. And we're going to cream this mixture very well. We'll let it blend together. It's best to use soft butter to expedite the process, and it gets it a little bit smoother as well. You can see how the mixture is coming together. It's going to take a little bit of the sugar from the bottom. I'm just going to scrape it down a little bit so we can get all the rest of the sugar up. And then once this is fully incorporated, we're going to add a couple of eggs to it as well and mix this up. Again, I'm going to scrape down the sides of the bowl. It's very important to keep the bowl scraped as often as possible to prevent it from lumping up. And then we're going to add all-purpose flour to the mixture. And let this come together as well. And that's really all the basic ingredients to a sweet dough. Is sugar, butter, eggs, and flour. And then just once it comes together, such as this, it's important not to overmix the dough because it becomes very tough and it gets very difficult to work with.
Refrigerate the dough until firm.
I like to use the small rolling pins like this when doing a small job. I think it's much easier to have control over the dough. And we want to roll it out to about 1/8 of an inch thick. And we want to cut the dough just a little bit larger than the size of the tart shell that we're going to be using. And the scraps can be folded together and used as well, but again, it's important not to overwork the dough too much because it gets tough to work with. And then we're going to place it inside. I'm using a 4-inch tart shell. We want to make sure that it gets in the corners. And then we can just press it off the top with our hand and put it in. Now we're going to take a banana and place it in the bottom of each one. We just want a few slices. And I like to cut them into quarters because I like lots of little chunks of bananas all throughout it. And we'll just sprinkle them in the bottom. And we're also going to take some chopped white chocolate. And it's important to use a good quality chocolate in any task that you're doing and make sure that it is a good quality product because there is no substitute for anything other than that.
The filling includes dark chocolate.
And anytime you're melting chocolate, you need to do it in a double boiler and make sure that there is no water at all inside the surface of the bowl. Water and chocolate do not mix at all. If water should happen to get into the chocolate, it will seize up very tight and will not be able to be used.
Also whole eggs and sugar.
Just mix them up slightly themselves and add the sugar to it. And just mix that up by hand until it's well incorporated. So now the chocolate's completely melted. We're also going to add some melted butter directly to the chocolate. And this chocolate and butter mixture can be added directly to your sugar and eggs. Make sure we scrape everything out. We're going to carefully blend this together as well. We're also going to add some corn syrup to this mixture. And blend that in as well. Now this is the actual filling for the tart. This will sink right in and settle.
Bake at 350 degrees for 20 minutes or until set.
Okay, once we're plating it up, once it comes out of the oven, I like to let it cool for maybe 20 or 30 minutes or so. It will make it a little bit easier to cut. I like to cut a little wedge out of it. It just adds in the display of it.
Garnish is fresh fruit including banana, mango, and strawberry.
Maybe even a couple of fresh blueberries if they're available. Okay. And this sauce, I have a caramel sauce, which is a very good accompaniment for this. Okay, and then we're going to garnish this also with some ice cream. Here I'm using a white chocolate ice cream, but any ice cream will do. And if you set it on top of the bananas, it won't slide around on the plate.